And I have one movie review for you this evening, and I'm continuing my 31 Days of October. Today's movie was Silver Bullet. It was released on October 11th, 1985. This is a horror movie that has a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb, a 47% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 92% on Google. And Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times gave it 3 out of 4 stars. The movie had a $7 million budget and it made $12.4 million at the box office. It was directed by Dan Attias and written by Stephen King, and this is based on the novel Cycle of the Werewolf by Stephen King. The movie stars Corey Haim, Megan Follows, Gary Busey, and Everett McGill. And this is about the small town of Tarker's Mill, and people are disappearing. And they're trying to figure out who is responsible for these disappearances. Eventually, they find out that there is a werewolf, or at least that's what a young boy from this town believes is causing all these disappearances. Marty, played by Corey Haim, he is wheelchair bound. He has an Uncle Red, played by Gary Busey. To me, who is one of the best things about this movie, especially the third act, and then the closing scenes of this film. But Marty has a sister, Jane, played by Megan Follows, who at first doesn't believe Marty. Marty has kind of a weird imagination where he likes to make things up, or people just have a hard time believing him that he believes it's a werewolf. He actually, during this movie, comes in contact with the werewolf as he's shooting off fireworks, ends up shooting the werewolf in the eye, and he tells his uncle and his sister, "Look, I shot this werewolf in the eye. If it is a man and a werewolf, then look for someone who is missing an eye." And so turns out that the Reverend has a patch over his eye. Now, a lot of people have a hard time believing that a Reverend is turning into a werewolf. So again, they continue not to believe Marty, and Marty is scared for his life, basically. And finally, in the third act, it comes down to a showdown with Marty, his sister, and his Uncle Red, which I think is one of the best parts of the movie. But as far as werewolf movies go, this is one of my favorites. It had an R rating, which to me, when you watch the movie, it feels like a PG-13 movie because we don't get to see any of the killings. There's a killing of a young boy that we don't get to see. But the fear in this movie and the horror in this movie is looking at the people's reactions when they see the body of this dead boy, which I can get. It's still has a good effect on you as far as the horror goes, but I still would like to see some bodies here and there, especially for an R rating. But Corey Haim is really good in this movie. It's one of my favorites of his. Rest in peace, by the way. It's so sad that he's been gone now. Man, I think almost 10 years or close to it. But he's really good in this movie. Stephen King, this is one of my favorites. Not only adaptations, but I love his book too. Definitely check it out. The book is a little bit better than this adaptation, but that's how most of the books are, with a few exceptions, like Misery and The Shining and whatnot. But as far as Silver Bullet goes, I really enjoy this movie. I watch it at least once a year. It's always on TV, and they really don't have to cut anything out because, as I said, you don't get to really see a lot of bodies or anything. But as far as werewolf movies go, it's 2 thumbs up for me. And I will give Silver Bullet an 8 out of 10 and 2 thumbs up. Definitely one of my favorites. Um, but I definitely think that for an R rating, they should have showed uh, some more things in this movie. Uh, don't have to always see blood and gore when it comes to horror movies for them to be effective. But in a werewolf movie, I want to see some bodies. That's what I want to see. But other than that, this is a fine adaptation of Stephen King's work. And as I said, I give it an 8 out of 10. So in the comment section below, give me your thoughts and opinions on Silver Bullet. And is it one of your favorite werewolf movies? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe today for more content. If you like this, hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell on your way out so you get all my notifications. This is day 4 of my 31 days of October, where I'll be reviewing a horror movie each day leading up to October 31st, where I'll be watching nothing but the Halloween franchise of films. Other than that, I thank you guys for watching, and check you later.